Wow, let's go ahead and get into this weekend recap, guys, and take a look at a little bit of price action, just kind of what happened. So you can see that we were coming into the week, into the week, and we're kind of showing more bullish behavior. You can see here I had the flag drawn on here. The hard part, we were coming into the end of the week and moving into Saturday. It already showed that it kind of wanted to push up. As you can see, into Saturday morning, it went back up. It did start to show continuation of this test down here on the point of control for the weekly at the time. And we did get a bounce. And then into Saturday evening, it went ahead and started to run back up. And then you can see into the end of the week, we pushed up pretty hard. And then after that weekly candle closed, we went ahead and ran up even higher. So the one thing that's hard about the weekend, typically we talk about is low liquidity. So you can kind of see it as we're coming into Friday, the liquidity kind of died out. And then really, if you were going to trade, you want to trade during the day. So this would have been the day Saturday. It was just basically pulling back into the POC, the point of control again. And then really the evening, yet again, it ran up. So it would taking action on a lot of the price action that you saw through the weekend would have been hard for you. Didn't give you a lot of opportunities. The one thing you could do, which we always suggest, is just going back and looking at price and action for yourself and seeing opportunity of how things set up in the price action, but not necessarily saying that you could have taken these trades, because this happened right here. You know, this is at midnight Central Standard Time, my time. So it's not that I would be really here looking at the charts more than likely. And this is a Friday coming into the end of the day here, into early Saturday morning. And then, of course, you know, when we were topped out, this was early morning. So before when I'd be looking at the chart was right here, which was, again, there was no setup. So really just looking at the indicators and how price action interacts with the indicators it does show quite a bit on the chart, and gives you a chance to look back at price action. You can even go into the 5-minute and see how it interacted with the 200 and the 21 and how it moved out throughout the weekend with the lower volume and getting the run up and set up. Though you can see that it did run up to the original target here and ran sideways for a little bit. This was the bigger target from the hour and 4 hour. It did hit it into the end of the weekend, and from there it went ahead and ran up to the new high here. So if we're going to go out and look at some of the longer time frames, just go out to your weekly and look at your weekly and daily charts. So we haven't broke above this wick yet. So this is at 123,263.8. Right now we broke out the high. Right now it's 122,331.2. So if you were looking at this, you could say we are breaking out here on the weekly a little bit. We'll have to see market levels and get ready, right? So this is a pretty good uptrend that it's been in for the last couple of weeks, and it continues to kind of just trade along. Now we'll have to see if this continues in this behavior. So what I'm going to end up doing here is I'll mark out my weekly candle, move everything over from this candle to this candle, so we can kind of see how this week is going to play out on this candle body to see if we're going to break back down or what levels we're going to be at. That way you can make some sound decisions on going forward for yourself. The one thing is I am watching is this continued divergence that's happening here on the weekly. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to play out yet. There's other things that are in play, but you do have the lower high here to the higher high, and then the higher high to the lower high. That is divergence. This could roll back over, and we continue to just kind of trade along through here and build out a bigger pattern. We'll have to see. This could build a bigger space here for us to break out of. And then this could roll over and come back into this neutral area, kind of like we saw here before we fire. We'll just have to watch and see. Right now, the MACD and stuff has kind of gone, like you see here, kind of rolled over and head down. This is kind of showing that same softness. But this could turn and push up and ride up here for a little while as this starts to break out. We'll have to just kind of watch. But that's just more thinking over a longer time frame. Going into the daily. Right now, the daily has been running up. That's what you saw through the last 7 days, or a little over 7 days, to push back up. You can see that we're pushing back up here as well. We are getting across, and this is kind of rolling over. So this could push up in this longer time frame and kind of build a base up here. I'll have to just kind of watch it as we go forward. You can see how I'm using the indicators the same. That's why I'm kind of going through the time frames I kind of pointed out, just to show you that picture. This could run up and start to roll back over as we go down to the time frames. You can see that we are breaking kind of this top right now. Be careful on Monday, just because I know it always feels like that's how we are talking about it. Always be careful, right? But when you come out of a weekend with an aggressive move, you do want to be careful on Monday, because Monday could be the reset day, and then it resets, and then Tuesday's a good indicator. It's a little more clear direction. So we could get a pullback. This might not pull back very far. It may come all the way back down into this point of control again on this current week. That's why I want to mark out my next week to kind of find out where the point of controls are and the highs and the lows and where the strength is in the market to give us a pretty good picture going forward. Same with the 15-minute. It's kind of rolled over. Now it's showing that it could be bottoming out here as well on the pullback. So we'll have to kind of watch to see how the Monday morning goes. So mark your levels out in your charts, get your weekly markup, so that we can look at the next 5 or 6 days. You'll know kind of where things are kind of going or where they could go. So you have your targets, and then do your daily market levels every single day. So you have all those key levels for Monday, like today, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, so on and so forth. And then that way you can make sound decisions. And what I'm looking for on the longer time frames, like I was just pointing out, is the daily rolling over. Are we getting pullbacks, that kind of stuff? Those key levels will help you build that out for yourself. So the weekend was a little crazy. The price action was fun, and let's go ahead and start taking advantage of it. Get our levels built, and that way we can get our hands on the next big move or the next potential move on our daily stuff. So you guys have a great week. Let's go ahead and take care. Make sure you know your levels and trade safe. Like and subscribe to the videos. We're definitely always putting out daily recaps, Monday through Fridays recaps, and then we always do the weekend recap like you're watching right now. So go ahead and like and subscribe, make any comments. We can go over anything that you need. Backprint test look for behaviors, learn how to read these indicators. You can use the converter trading data box again to help you out as well. So that's about it, guys. Well, happy trading. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.